I like the deck, don't get me wrong. However, I do not like some of the images. It's not so straightforward of that's a lily, that's a cloud, that's a crossroad, that's a garden, that's a this or that. Yeah, like the crossroads is not so clear to me. Like, what is it that it actually is? So that's the only complaint I have about this deck. And what I also got recently is my Star Child Tarot. I was actually surprised when I bought this deck and actually started using this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while. I was playing, I've just been a wreck. Like I said, I got this deck around the same time that my daughter went into the hospital. So I haven't had time to play with it again, so. It's a beautiful card. But I'm actually kind of surprised how illustrated Pippi this deck is, or Marseille illustrated Pippi, or just illustrated minor Pippi this deck is, actually. I'm very surprised. This, I think that's even the creator of the deck. But this deck actually caught me left field because I wanted this deck for such a long time. I wanted it for years. I wanted it since the first edition came out. But I regretfully wasn't able to buy it in time to get the first edition, even though I want it still. But I've been deck envying this for years, and I didn't realize, like I said, I just didn't realize how illustrated Pippi this deck is, and I'm kind of happy with that than it being just a standard Rider-Waite deck. The only complaint I have this deck is this deck is actually quite thick, and it's impossible for me to shuffle it. That is my only complaint about this deck. However, it's a nice altar warmer, but I don't need another deck being an altar warmer. I have a lot of nice altar warming decks out, so I don't need one altar warming. Okay, so I got the Star Child here, and this is something I picked up from Michael's that I made into an Ohm Ruin set. It really is a little mini tombstone, and I painted the Ohm runes on it because I never. Oh no! I painted a front and a back to this. I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh dear. No, I didn't. It stuck together. Oh. Yeah, that's the one problem with acrylic painting. That's my modality, and that's what I'm going to get into next in this haul too. Is acrylic painting is one of my mediums, I should say, not modalities. One of my mediums that I work with as far as art goes. But the problem with acrylic paints, it's very sticky when it hits another surface with acrylic paint. So, Ohms, see what I'm talking about? Acrylic painting is kind of bad. Oh well, I live and learn. But I didn't have any Ohm ruins to cast or anything like that, and I thought Tombstones is great because it was only $3 at Michael's for 2 bags to make my own Ohm ruins and things like that, and so I thought, why not? Because I have a lot of Futhark ruins. I'm more of a Futhark fan because I don't do Celtic. I have a lot of Celtic decks. I have a lot of Celtic things. But I'm one of those, I'm a bad pagan, so to speak. I'm not very good at celebrating moon cycles, and I'm certainly not very good at celebrating. I celebrate equinoxes a little bit better than the moon cycles. I'm really bad at that moon cycles. I will go, it was a full moon last night. Oops. I'm really, really a bad pagan. I should be following moon cycles too, because I do believe that the energy does matter. Ooh. And this is something I've been also hauling about too, is my, this is Moldavite, and I wear a big chunk of it here. And you might have seen me wear it in many of my videos. Actually, if you see this in my videos, I've been wearing my Moldavite a lot. But Moldavite is supposed to be a very good stone for astral projection and connecting with the heavens or the stars, because it actually came from a meteorite or a big comet or something like that that really hit the earth in Czech Republic. And the effects of that meteorite made a like a stone, green stone. So this is actually a meteorite, or it came from space, outer space rocks. So moldavite is very charged energy and is a powerful energy, and I love working with it. My husband cannot handle it without turning into Golem. But moldavite is one of my favorites, just because I like working with it. I've heard a lot of stories about people, the moldavite growing legs and finding new homes, so to speak. Not really finding new homes, but they go into hiding for many, many years, and then all of a sudden they will just show back up again. Like like the stone itself disappears and shows up again. However, I've never had that problem with this moldavite, even though it is pebble size, and I am scared to death of it projecting anywhere. So I am extra careful with that. But and then I got fluorite, which is always cool. And this is something I was admiring in the store, and I'll show you. This is called Lemire. I forgot what kind of stone it's called, but what it's really called is Lemire, or it's a pretty blue stone that came from volcanic things in the Dominican Republic or something like that. But I love this energy. It has very powerful ocean energy to me. Very calming, very beautiful ocean energy. And it might be, and I actually been wearing it in a little cage pendant like this. So I carry this and moldavite and some other pendant things in there. So I can wear it around when I'm not wearing my moldavite here. But it's wonderful stone. I love it. I'm obsessed about ocean energy too. So I have seashells, and you've probably seen this in my Instagram. I have coral, which you've probably seen on my Instagram. Selenite, which is my husband, but I stole it. And I forgot what this was called, but somebody tried to convince me it was not petrified wood, but it was something else, but I think it's petrified wood. But it's a very powerful stone, regardless. This one is citrine, I believe. And it's a really cool worry stone. This is, I remember this being expensive. It's kyanite. I didn't remember how expensive it was until I was trying to buy myself a kyanite pendant, because it's very powerful for protective of dark energies and things like that. So if you really are paranoid or a cleanser for dark things, kyanite is a very great stone for that. I always use kyanite when I use the Fallen Angels Oracle, just because I'm not superstitious about the demon part of it. I just don't want to invite bad intentions into my readings because of its context. If I got the Demon Tarot, which I might someday, I would also purify it with kyanite too, every time before I read it with it. And of course, I love the seashell. Like I said, I got a lot of seashell energy. I love seashell energy, and all my awesome stones and stuff I put in my... Oh, shoot. I got so many things everywhere. But I put it in my Mary L box. And of course I have all my stones flying everywhere. Alright. I can't open this box, but this was my Tarot Noir box. That's what it is. My Tarot Noir box, and I put an altar dedication to one of my deities that I've been working with. Actually, it's Loki because it says Loki right there in ruins. However, I'm working with Loki, but I'm not devoted to Loki yet. I've not made any pact with him as far as him being a permanent matron deity yet. I want to work with his energy for several months, maybe even years, to see if he is my matron deity or patron deity. But this is going to be private, even though I think it's worth sharing. I got to keep it private. It's what I did was I put collages in there and stuff. It's kind of like got like my hell. This is hell's thing that I've done the other day. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that. But I did the same thing in here, except it's just Loki, not Hell. I do not work with Hell at all. I don't even think she's my goddess at all. So I thought it was perfect. When it comes to goddesses or gods and goddesses that I work with, and I have not quote unquote dedicate myself to them quite yet, I'd rather be respectful to their energy and not share until later, I guess. So he might change later on anyway, so, and it might be more magnificent later. So I'm guaranteeing you, if he is becoming my matron deity or patron deity, it's worth the wait to wait later. But this is Hell. I've made a collage thingy-majiggy on a canvas of Hell. However, I think if you look this way, the collage on the canvas, it's not on the canvas too well. So I might have to paint an actual person there or figure there for Hell, or just redo this whole thing altogether and just put her in my Grimoire book, which I will show you last. But she is, I was sharing her on Instagram. But let me actually tell you what the translating is, because I didn't do that on Instagram, and I think it would be pretty cool to share my translating. And it's in my Grimoire book. This is my Grimoire book. I have two of them. One cover is one with the three maidens that looks like the Three Cups card. And that's where I keep my bullet journal in it, but I haven't been using my bullet journal either. And this is my Grimoire book with my tarot card collages in there and things like that, and I'll show you that in a second. But I wanted to finish introducing Hell. Okay, let me see if I could have her standing up. She's not going to be standing up, so I'll hold her here as I read what is translated there in the ruins. It's an I am mantra of Hell. It's Hell's I am, I call it. It's I am Hell. I am goddess of the underworld. I am daughter of Loki. I am rejected by the Aesers. I am a guide on what you need to work on. Someday I will help you get to Valhalla. And that's what it says there in the ruins. And I really, really like it. I thought the effect was so worth it. It was so cool, so worth it. And this is what I wrote in my Grimoire book. I'm going to put collages and crap like that and painting and stuff like that on it too. I've noticed that a lot of people really, really liked my Empress card on Instagram. And they said that's so representative of the Empress. And I thought so too when I did it. But I could show you some other ones I did. This is the Hierophant when I was learning tarot. This is all when about a year or so ago when I was learning tarot. I did all these collages. The Lover's card. I love that actually. I love the Chariot. This is one of my favorite depictions of the Chariot actually. Strength I'm going to change. Hangman or Hangwoman. No, that's not the hangman or hangwoman. That's a hermit. I might have to change that too. I'm not sure yet. Wheel of Fortune. I like that one, actually. I wanted to change the Justice, so I'm not going to show you Justice. This is the hangwoman. This is the Death card. I love the dinosaur. If you... I don't think I've announced this on my channel yet, but I am a huge Godzilla fan, Jurassic Park fan. When I was growing up, I was so into dragons, dragon energy. I just love dinosaurs, dragons, and all that stuff, and so that's part of where the dinosaurs and my flower beds and my death card came in. And this is Temperance. I love her, actually. I love this so much. And my description of this was actually pretty cool. It was like a good duality explanation to alter ego, successful combination of ideas, lifestyles, and people. And that's what I'm reading a little bit of what this is. Having clear boundaries, a confident and outspoken survivor. Bridging of two worlds together. Looking for inner peace. Living in between two worlds and ways of thinking and consciously bringing them together. Oh, bringing two worlds consciously together in a working whole being. Okay. Temperance. I don't know what was written there, so I was kind of reading it. Not sure what it was written. And here's my devil card. Oh, I love this tower card. So cool. It's like the World War II bomb shelter outfit. Of course, my star card. She looks so sad. And my moon card. I actually like this a lot, too. My sun card. I actually like him a lot. When I see the sun card, it's kind of hard because I kind of... I'll talk about this for 5 seconds. When it gets to the sun card, I have a hard time because it really radiates. For me, the female moon is female and the sun is male. Sun is hard for me because it kind of also can radiate for me when I'm doing a client reading. Male sexual energy. I love the my Prague Tarot. It's down there somewhere in my collection. But my Prague Tarot actually comes with 2 sun cards. And I was so excited to the point where I said one card was going to be used as the traditional sun card. And the other one is going to represent male sexual energy. I was so thrilled. Yes. I got the best of both worlds finally. My husband made this one. I might have to choose a new one for Judgment. And I like this one as the world. I like this one as the world. She was beautiful. That's mostly my Grim Me book. As of right now. It's been an ongoing process for years. What I've been reading as my Bible lately is the Myths of the Norsemen. I've been eating it up. However, it gives a good summary of all the Norse gods and goddesses and all that stuff, and it does not replace the Prose Edda at all, or replaces the any other traditional texts of the mythologies. But this is really, really, really good for kind of giving you a summary of everything, you know, like summary of the names, what the names mean, of what the I think the names is the best part. What the mythologies of that certain god or goddess. So I think this is a pretty worth it book for a good summary book. It's not to replace anything, like I said, but it's a good summary. And you get that, it's the Barnes & Noble Myths of the Norsemen. You can get that at Barnes & Noble Myths of the Norsemen by Helene A. Goober. I've been writing in it too. Like, interesting. And I've been trying to finish this book. This has been a hard, ongoing book for me to finish because it talks about grimoires, grimoires, or yeah, it's more grimoires. And Northern grimoires, or grimoires, I called it, before I knew what the actual pronunciation was. But yeah, this one is a harder one for me to read because it gets into a lot of history. For a little itty bitty book, it's jam packed full of historical things that it really goes over my head. And when my husband is one of those personalities that is a talker, so when he gets to talking, I cannot concentrate on reading. Sad, I know. And my last one in my haul, until I show you my altar space, is the Poetic Ada. Eating this up too, although I think it's easier for me to go by myth or saga by saga, instead of trying to read the book front to cover. I was burning incense in here, and that was a bad idea, because I can't breathe now. I tried to put my headphones on so you wouldn't hear the sound of the thing, but I think you can still hear it through my thing. Altar tour. Okay. Some of the stuff, since it's a haul video, it will not be appropriate without my altar. I have to have... I don't know how good this is gonna look on YouTube. I had to have... Okay, this is better. Maybe I'll just stand like this. Okay. Because my pad is terrible when I film it because I can't really turn it around. So, there you go. Okay, this is good. I got my little froggy. I'm very much a Middle Eastern fan, and I think that, it's in my face. This is my Buddha. He's kind of broken, if you could see his feet and stuff like that. His base is broken because when I was moving from my mom's house to my apartment, we accidentally dropped my Buddha. But he still energetically says he needs to be on my altar, so I keep him. I'm going to go ahead and shut that. That's getting in my face while I'm standing here. Of course, my bear lighter is a pottery thing I bought recently. And actually, this abalone bowl actually has a funny history to it. I stole this from my mom. And guess who she stole it from? Her mom. And her mom, my grandmother, actually stole it from my great-grandfather. So this abalone bowl was 3 generations stolen from the other person. So there's something about this energy of this abalone bowl that's going to be stolen from me by Morgan or my other daughter Judith someday. So I don't know which one of them is going to steal it. I already think it's going to be Morgan. She's the more mischievous one. She's going to steal my abalone bowl someday, I think. And I'm using Animal Oracle thing as a tablecloth for now. And this is actually special too on this rock here. This one is a focus. This one is a magic rock that somebody before they passed, his name is Dr. Tucker. Before he passed, he said that this rock came from meteorites, even though it's a quartz, not a meteorite. I could have corrected on that, but his belief that it was a magic rock like the moldavite, that it was a meteorite, was so big that it purified water and things like that. So it deserves a spot on my altar. And he passed away quickly after he gave me that rock. Some of my other collage works, I love her as my divine feminine. She is, okay, if I could not ruin everything. She's so good as a divine feminine. And then, of course, my bears and my black mirror. And this is my husband section. I'm just going to quickly browse since I hear people needing me downstairs, but this is my cauldron as of right now, so that usually goes over here. And some of these other things are my miscellaneous stuff, but this is my husband's altar space. And my crystal ball, and I actually hand quilted this. Focus. Hand quilted this base cloth here. And I found a lot of my altar stuff is collectibles from, a lot of my altar stuff is collectibles from the thrift stores and craft stores and things like that. So eventually I'm going to have to just do what decks I have worked with the month of October. I only used like half of these since the month of October or autumn started. So I'm going to have to do a video and see which ones I really have worked with, because I have not really worked with many. So that's my haul video for this month, or these past few months or so. I hope to see you more on YouTube and Instagram, and if you want to check out my shop, that's okay too, because I'm going to have more, eventually I'm going to plan to have more things than just tarot readings on my Etsy shop, even though it's mostly geared towards tarot readings. That's why I'm calling it Divine Reading Studio instead of a shop. You know, I call it a studio so I could put more things on there. Enough rambly, and it's going to be a long video. I'll see you all later.